All right, I think, yeah, we're live now. I'll continue with my work. Again, if you're just coming, you're just joining. I've been working on, an object relational mapper, a query builder for Rust, and for a graph database, and I'm on the verge of completion. I've got a book coming, and this will be out pretty soon. And just trying to get up to speed to drop like the V1 alpha, and I'm very close to being done with that. So I'm just still trying to do some cleanups and some nice to haves and stuff. I'll be done with that soon, and that's part of what I'm doing today. Today specifically, I will be writing tests for some of the field and structured attributes to make sure everything works as expected. So, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Get default value, get default value. Okay, let's name that here. Get default value actually. Let's just make that. So, okay, I'm just gonna move this down. No field name. Oh, that's true. So, The nice thing about this is that you can sort of create a function like a you can create a like a generic function that does a validation or sets a default value and does some kind of like logical stuff, and you can just use that like right here. That is pretty cool because, for example, you could maybe have a function that takes an argument, and depending on the kind of context on the at the call site, you can have like different behavior. You can do a lot of cool stuff. And what I'm actually gonna do once I'm done with the whole thing, I'll create some default validation functions like validating if something is email, phone number, or IPv4, IPv6, whatever you have. I think that's just cool because you can do a lot, and you can have the validation inline and everything. So I've got that, and I've also got like, so when you're having something like assert or permissions, you can also, so essentially what assert and permissions take, and even value, they all take expressions. So anything that can be, for example, assigned to a value or be returned. So these are expressions, right? Mm, which means you can pass the expressions in line. So 18 is an expression, you can pass the inline. Then cond essentially is a function that does filtering, is a filter function, and it's an expression itself, right? Um, Permissions is an expression. So when we go to this line 140, like essentially what we're doing is still passing an expression because get age default value is a function, and when we invoke the function it returns a value which is an expression, and same goes for this other two. So that's pretty cool, I think. So here, if you're going to be using value, you have to pass in an expression. So in case of a function, we need to invoke it, like we need to call the function. However, if you want something, you just want to pass like the path, like the function name to the field. If you are someone that would prefer to rather have this, then the alternative actually is when you have a value, for example. So there are two things you can actually do. The first is you can have a closure. So this is still a function. If you think about it, like so you could have like closures, right, for this. Alternatively, if these are external, so let's say here what we could do is get age get age default value. However, you don't have to invoke it. You wouldn't have to invoke it here. And same goes for this. You can do get assertions. You don't have to do the invocation. So if you're the kind of person that prefers like this approach, then that could be a good thing for you because maybe it feels cleaner to you. I don't know. I don't mind either. And that's something you could do. And lastly, you can actually have something like this also. I know sometimes giving too many options could be a bad thing, but this is something I'll still be evaluating if I should limit the option. So this should be closure external, closure external. So what I mean by this is you could still do something like this: closure, then pass an external function, right? Closure, but pass an external function. Same goes with this. Essentially, this is equivalent to what we've got above here. Like this is the same, right? But where I can see this being useful is if, for example, this takes, I don't know, if this takes an argument, let's say like a string or like an enum, right? Then you'd be able to just call this and pass an argument to it. And I think that would be a good thing. So essentially, let's try something. Get age, get age. So what's happening there? Closure. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Type recommended. Oh, we could probably make that work, but I'm thinking. Let's see. Okay, it's not. Closure cannot be converted into value. Okay, that is interesting. Let's see. Oh, no, my editor is so buggy. I'm trying to get this out now, but it's not. It wouldn't work. So I'll have to restart. Let's do. So essentially, I might have to do a little bit of refactoring if I want to use like closure. So let's start with let's take that off first. Let's do that, and where else? Let's take that off also. Do I have any other thing? The method this one. I might need to do some refactoring, and I don't think it's worth it. So I'll probably just if I'm getting like a closure or a function pointer, then what I can do is yeah, I'm probably not invoking it there, and I need to do that. It's a good operation. I'm feeling tired and sleepy. I think I know what's wrong here, but honestly, I wanna take a nap. I need to take a nap.